Episode 1, submitted by Wes, Muncie, Indiana. 63. Read exactly as submitted. I did the 23andMe kit because my daughter gave it to me for Christmas, the one with the little vial, and it sat on the counter until February before I spit in it. I want to be clear that I was not looking for anything. I knew who my parents were. I grew up in one house on one street in Muncie, Indiana, and I could have told you the name of every family on that block. The results came back, and there was a woman named Cora Lee at the top, listed as a half-sister, close to 50% shared. My father had passed by then. I figured he'd had a life before my mother, the way people did, and I almost didn't write. But she wrote first. She said she'd been hoping for years. She said she had something for me, and could we meet? We met at a Panera off the bypass. She was older than me by a few years, soft-spoken, kind in a way that made me relax before I should have. She'd brought a shoebox. I thought it would be pictures of him, our father, some version I'd never seen. And I wanted that, I'll admit it. I wanted the young man. It wasn't him. It was me. School photographs, the mottled blue background, except I had never sat for a single one of these. Me at maybe 6, in the coat I still remember, shot from across a parking lot. Me at 9 on the low wall outside Sunday school. Me at 12, walking the same block I could have named every family on, backpack on one shoulder. Every grade. Somebody had stood far enough back that I never once looked up. I asked her where she got them, and she looked confused, like the answer was obvious. Mom took them, she said. We'd drive up some weekends. She wanted me to know what my brother looked like. I said I'd never heard of her mother, never been anywhere near wherever they lived. And Cora Lee said, gently, still trying to give me a nice afternoon, we lived on Kessler. You could see your backyard from the end of our street. Kessler was 2 blocks over. I used to ride my bike down Kessler. I'd have been a boy pedaling past a house where a woman I had never met kept a shoebox of me, filling it a photograph at a time, and I never felt a thing. Kids feel watched all the time over nothing. I never felt it the one time it was true. I took the box home, and I decided she was just a lonely woman who'd built a shrine to a family she got left out of. That's a sad thing, not a frightening one, and I could hold a sad thing. I put the box in the closet. For a couple of years, I mostly forgot it. What changed it was small. I mentioned Cora Lee's name once at my mother's kitchen table, watching her face the way you watch a road at night. My mother did not go pale, did not set down her fork. She said, Cora Lee, is she still over on Kessler? And went back to eating. Then last spring, the woman who used to cut my hair, 70 now, ran into me at the pharmacy and asked after, your sister on the other side, easy as weather. I hadn't told her I had one. I had never told anyone. I started doing the arithmetic, and that's the part I can't put down. If my mother knew, and the woman with the scissors knew, then it wasn't one lonely soul on Kessler. It was the block. It was the whole quiet width of that town. For my entire childhood, every adult I waved to on my way to school knew the one thing about my own life that I did not. And not one of them ever crouched down and told me. They just watched me pedal past, the way you watch anything ordinary. That was the arrangement, I suppose, though no one ever said a word for it in front of me. I never found out why my father let it stand, or what he owed the woman on Kessler, and I've stopped needing the why. What I can't put down is how ordinary they all were about it. How ordinary I was, waving.